Hi, I'm Fred. I'm leading the machine learning team over at Encord. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about how you make evaluation datasets for retrieval models. In the last episode, we were talking about elevating the quality in order to get like this post-training dataset where you kind of know the correctness of your data and you have diversity. So first of all, I want to take a little detour and think about when you have a retrieval model. So that's a model that is given, let's say, a text and it returns images to you, or it's giving audio and it returns objects to you. How do you know how good the model is? So the way this is typically done is two different things. One is called retrieval. If you know in your data set every query matches exactly one thing in your, let's say, database that you're searching through, then you can look at, if I search for this query and I look at the top, let's say 10 results, is the true result in the result? That would be called recall at 10. Because it's like within the top 10. And then the recall is essentially the percentage of how often this happens. The second one is called zero shot. So in that case, you have, let's say, 100 different classes, kind of like traditional classification. And what we built for this multimodal dataset is a zero shot classification. You have to sort of, for every audio file, you'll have to tell what class of object is it. Is it like a guitar? Is it a boat? It actually also works the other way. So we have a pool of objects and you have to tell which of the audio files it matches the best. When you build these datasets, you have to be very, very careful about the quality. Because if you have things where you're not certain that the database contains only this particular example, and that's why we ended up doing this zero-shot evaluation dataset, where we know exactly what is in the dataset. We have used a consensus workflow where 5 people agree that these two things actually cover the same concept. And so in that way, we are 100% sure that these things are actually sort of valid pairs, and the results we will get from running evaluations on these datasets will be actually trustworthy. Yet another one of these compasses that'll help foster development within the multimodal community, and that it'll serve as like a guiding light for improving performance on these models. In the next one, I will go over the model we actually developed on top of all these datasets that I've covered so far.